Deep within the labyrinth of the human brain, neurons form the living circuitry that powers every thought, memory, sensation, and emotion. Far from being static or simple, these cells are dynamic, ever-changing entities, orchestrating a symphony of electrical and chemical activity that underpins the very essence of consciousness. Each neuron is a marvel of biological engineering, equipped with its own energy source, the mitochondrion, fueling the cell's endless activity. Branching from the central cell body, dendrites and axons stretch outward, forming a vast network of roads along which information travels at lightning speed. At the junctions where these roads meet, synapses act as bustling communication hubs, ensuring that signals are passed efficiently and accurately from one neuron to the next. The primary role of a neuron is to transmit information. This is achieved through the generation of tiny electrical impulses known as action potentials. These impulses are not random sparks, but carefully orchestrated waves of electrical activity, initiated by the movement of charged particles, ions, across the neuron's membrane. Specialized proteins called ion channels open and close in response to specific signals, allowing sodium, potassium, and calcium ions to flow in and out. This delicate dance of ions generates the electrical current that propels the action potential along the axon, a process made faster and more reliable by the insulating presence of myelin, a fatty sheath that wraps around the axon like protective armor. Yet the journey of a signal does not end at the axon's tip. When the electrical impulse reaches the synaptic terminal, it triggers the release of chemical messengers known as neurotransmitters. These molecules leap across the tiny gap of the synaptic cleft, binding to receptors on the neighboring neuron and converting the electrical message back into a chemical one. This process is remarkably nuanced. A single neuron can release multiple types of neurotransmitters, and the receiving neuron may possess a variety of receptors, each responding differently to the incoming signal. The result is a complex, ever-evolving conversation, where every message is shaped by the context in which it is received. Neurons are not isolated operators. They exist within vast, interconnected networks. Patterns of neural activity form the basis for everything from the fleeting recollection of assent to the deep contemplation of philosophical questions. These networks are not static. Through a process known as synaptic pruning, connections that are frequently used are strengthened, while those that are neglected are trimmed away. This ongoing remodeling ensures that the brain remains flexible and efficient, capable of learning new skills and adapting to new environments. Inside each neuron, an intricate molecular machinery works tirelessly to support its functions. Neurons can synthesize their own proteins, allowing them to repair damage, grow new branches, and modify their connections in response to experience. This ability is critical for processes such as learning and memory. Moreover, neurons are sensitive to signals from throughout the body. Hormones, immune factors, and other biochemical messengers all influence neuronal activity, integrating the brain's function with the body's overall state. Recent discoveries have revealed that, under certain conditions, the adult brain can produce new neurons, a process called neurogenesis. This finding opens exciting possibilities for enhancing mental health and cognitive resilience, suggesting that the brain's capacity for adaptation and recovery may be greater than previously imagined. Ultimately, neurons are more than mere biological components. They are the computational units of the brain, capable of integrating vast amounts of information and making decisions based on both immediate input and the accumulated wisdom of experience. They are both delicate and robust, susceptible to injury and disease, yet capable of remarkable recovery and adaptation. In their secret life, neurons reveal the extraordinary complexity and resilience of the human mind.